Yo, what's good, y'all? It's your boy Matt Rodriguez back with another podcast episode, baby. Episode 5, baby. Episode 5 of the Limitless Podcast. Your boy's back with that fire. I told y'all. Every single week I'm dropping one podcast a week. We going crazy. We just entered into April. I hope everybody's doing well. I hope everybody's having a blessed April so far. You know what I mean? Like, I'm super glad because this is my birth month. I'm about to be 24 years young. Your boy, the one and only, the GOAT, the golden child. But yeah, man, I love y'all. I hope y'all doing well. I appreciate y'all for the love and support of the podcast. And let's keep running this shit up. This video is sponsored by Limitless Physique Coaching, baby, where I help you to get in the best shape of your life, the best fucking shape of your life in the next 6 to 12 months. If you want to get in the best shape of your life mentally and physically, fill out the questionnaire and the link in the description, and we'll see if you're the best fit for Limitless Physique. Let's get to the podcast, baby. Stop hanging around people you do not want to become. Stop hanging around people that you do not want to become. Stop hanging around losers. Stop hanging around low vibrational people. Stop hanging around people who are pessimistic and people who are negative. Stop hanging around fucking losers, bro. I'm telling you this now. You are the sum of the 5 people you spend the most time with. You hang around losers, you will become a loser. You hang around low vibrational people, you will become low vibrational. You hang around pessimistic, negative people, you will become pessimistic and negative because you will continue to embody that energy because you're around that energy all the time. You hang around people that don't want to grow, that don't want to learn, that don't want to improve their bodies, people that are not health conscious, you will become these people and you will start to get comfortable and lazy like these individuals. Surround yourself with winners. Surround yourself with people who want to take care of their physical, mental, spiritual, and financial health. People that want to grow, people that want to level up, people that think big. Don't surround yourself with small thinkers because you will think small. When you surround yourself with people who have a crabs in a bucket mentality, you will start to embody and you will start to pick up on the characteristics of those individuals. So separate yourself from those people. I know it might hurt at first because you might love them, you might care about them, but if they're not, playing a part in your growth, fuck them. And I know that might sound vulgar. I know that might sound mean or disrespectful, but it's not because those people are going to bring you down with them. Those people are going down a bad path of not growing, not, wanting to improve anything. They just want to stay comfortable and play video games all day and fucking drink all the time and hang out all the time. And they don't want to do anything else other than, being comfortable. You're going to become that. For example, my cousin Taze, I've known my cousin Taze for 22 years. My cousin Taze just turned 25. Shout out to my cousin. He motivates me. He inspires me. He helps me to grow as a man every single day. We train every day. We run. We hold each other accountable. If I'm not on my shit, he'll say, yo, Matt, you need to get on your shit. You know what I mean? Like, and the energy is reciprocal. Like I reciprocate that same energy with him. If I see he's not doing his shit and he's not leveling up and he's not doing what he needs to do, I hold him accountable. Bro, you kind of slacking a little bit. You kind of bullshitting. You're not really posting and staying consistent with the content. You're not really training, but you've been bullshitting. Like, what's going on? Like, let's lock in. Like, stop being a pussy. Like, that's the type of brotherhood I got with my boys, especially my boy John. My boy John is in the military right now. Same thing with him. There's a lot of times where I said, yo, let's work out at 5 a.m. When, like, back in 2021 when COVID first started. This is when I was like 19. And he'll dead us pull up to my house and say, yo, bro, like, I'm downstairs. Get ready. We getting this money. You know what I mean? Holding me accountable. Shout out to Mike Sauce, my boy Mikey. Mikey, same thing. If I'm not on my shit, Mikey will call me out and I'll call him out too. You know what I mean? And Mikey got his brand. He's building a multi-million-dollar empire. He's locked in. He's focused. Like, this is what you need to surround yourself with, people that are moving towards something bigger than themselves, people who have vision, people who have goals. Because if you surround yourself with people who ain't moving towards anything, you're going to stay the same forever. And as a man, if you're not growing, you dying, bro. Even my homeboy Ulysses, bro, he got me into fitness coaching because I was already in shape. I was already helping people with the content. He was like, yo, bro, now it's time to serve people at the highest level because it's bigger than just you, bro. Making content about fitness is cool. Working out is cool. Looking good is great. But now it's time for you to serve people the way God wants you to serve people. And I was like, damn, you right. So now he helped me to build, my business to where it's at right now. And I'm continuing to serve and impact and change more people's lives with my products and services. And I'm blessed to be able to have somebody in my corner that holds me accountable. I chop it up with him all the time. I met him through my mentorship group, Becoming a Beast, BTB. My mentor, Jeff Logs, he connected us. We was networking and, he helped me out, man. My man's used to work 3 to 4 jobs, my boy Ulysses, bro. Him and his brother Edgar, they were struggling. They wasn't where they wanted to be. Now they living in Miami in a $5,000 apartment, man. Like, it's just beautiful to see their growth and that they're helping me in real time to continue to scale my business and level up myself. But mind you, these are like-minded individuals who want more out of life than to just work a regular 9 to 5. Like, no judgment towards people who do that. Like, if that's what you want to do, you love your career, great. But that's not the reality that I want to live. I see myself doing more. I can't do what everybody else did before me. Everybody that came before me, my parents, my grandparents, they sacrificed so much for me to be here. Everything that happened in my family, everything that happened to my grandparents, they didn't sacrifice so much for me to go backwards. They sacrificed everything that they could. They did everything that they could to put me in the best schools, the best environments, like give me make sure I have food on my plate, a roof over my head. And for me to sit up here and go backwards, that's really disrespectful. That's disrespectful to my family, my parents. That's disrespectful to my woman. That's disrespectful to my future kids that aren't even conceived yet. And that's disrespectful to God, the creator that created me. And you got to have that same mindset, bro. That's so disrespectful to go backwards when God put me on this earth to move forward. God puts you on this earth to move forward and to elevate and evolve and to, elevate the bloodline. But you're not going to be able to elevate. You're not going to be able to evolve if you surround yourself with a bunch of losers, people that don't want to win. You surround yourself with champions. You surround yourself with people who are like-minded, people who, are doing better than you, people who want you to win, people who are genuinely optimistic and that actually want to see you win and succeed, and they want nothing but the best for you. You will win. You will succeed. That's what's happening to me in real time right now. If you hang around people that just want to do drugs, people that just want to smoke, people that just want to drink alcohol, people that just want to club, people that just want to fucking watch pornography all the time 24/7, and that just want to chill in the crib and play video games all day, you're going to become those people. And like I said, everything I just named, there's nothing wrong with doing those things from time to time. But when you hang around people that's their main focus and that's the reality that they live in all the time, 24/7, you're going to become that. It's inevitable. If you surround yourself and you put yourself in an environment for a certain amount of time, you will become that. If you put yourself in an environment where everybody's winning, everybody's successful, everybody's, holding each other accountable, you're going to level up. There's no way that you don't, unless if you literally just like genuinely don't put in the work. That's entirely different. But if you're like in an environment where everybody's not winning, everybody's not successful, you still got to figure out different ways to prime your environment for you to become successful by surrounding yourself with those type of individuals. Now, granted, if you don't have successful friends or if you don't have friends that are making millions of dollars, that's okay. You can still prime your environment and hang around people in your mind. That's what I did. I hang around my mentor in my mind before he was actually my mentor in the physical. Now he knows me personally. Now he's a good friend of mine. Even watching different podcasts and studying these successful individuals and pretending that you're on a podcast and visualizing yourself speaking to them and being in that environment, in that room with these successful people, you can do that too. In essence, you're still hanging around these people, you're just hanging around them through a fucking screen, but you're still being primed and you're still being conditioned by the way that they talk, the way that they articulate themselves, the way that they think, because you're listening to them on these podcasts, on these YouTube videos, and you're being impacted in a very positive way. That's why I think the way that I do. My mindset wasn't conditioned by my family members. The way I think, the greatness, the great mindset that I have, the greatness that I think of myself, I had to learn this from people that were doing what I want to do. My family doesn't do what I want to do. And that's not me putting them down or saying that I'm better or superior to them. No, it's more so my mentors, all the people that I look up to, all that like are like my role models, my mentors and stuff like that. When I watch these people on YouTube, when I listen to their podcasts, I'm in essence priming my environment to learn and to think like them so I can continue to grow, because they're obviously doing something that I'm not doing and they're successful and they're doing shit at a high level. And it doesn't mean that I'm thinking, and it doesn't mean I'm not thinking for myself. That's not what I'm saying. You still have to think for yourself. You still have to make your own decisions based on your own intuition, based on that inner God, that divine God, that God within you. But I'm saying that you got to surround yourself with people who are more successful than you. And if you don't have people that are more successful than you in your own friend group, you can do it through podcasts. You can have mentors. You can invest into mentorship. You can invest into different courses so you can learn and study the successful individuals who are doing exactly what you want to do. You can watch their videos. You can watch their content and just see how they move, see how they talk, see how they articulate themselves, see how they communicate. You can learn so many things by just watching and studying people, and then also studying yourself on different ways that you can improve in these different areas. You might not be confident within yourself, but when you start watching somebody that you look up to, in essence, or that is a role model to you, see that their confidence, how they talk to people, how they talk to women, how they conduct business. Like, oh, okay, cool. Let me try it this way to see if that works for me. Then you try it, it works, and now you put the implementation part into it. Because watching and studying shit, it's not enough to just study it. You got to actually apply it. Like reading books, reading all these books on finances and all this shit, that's great. It's cool. It helps. But if you don't apply it, you're not gonna grow. I told my client that earlier. Shout out to my boy Danny. I told him, I said, yo, bro, like it's not enough to just watch my content, listen to my podcast, and to hear me speak. You gotta apply these things, my man, because you growing up, you're a grown man. If you don't apply the things that you learn from everybody who's more successful than you, or the type of individuals that you want to become, if you don't apply what they teach you, you're not gonna grow. Knowledge is not power. The execution of that knowledge is power. So if you have all this information sitting in your mind and you never apply it, it's not knowledge. It's not wisdom. When you apply it and then you become good at it, you become great at it, that's wisdom. Every single person that has wisdom on how to get in shape, how to take care of your health, how to live a long life, how to build the best body possible, how to build multi-million dollar, billion dollar empires, those individuals have wisdom because why? They put it into action. They didn't just sit there and study and not apply the shit. If you study if you study to take finals, right, on geometry or whatever the fuck you learn in school, right, for college, and you have finals, if you study and do all this studying, but then when the time comes on the test, you don't apply what you studied, you're gonna fucking fail. So the same thing applies to when it comes to your life. You gotta apply the things that you've learned. And I know I got off track because your boy gets passionate. I get passionate when I speak, but listen, you gotta start surrounding yourself with winners. You got to start surrounding yourself with optimistic people, people who are positive, people that are going to help you to grow as a man or as a woman, people that are, that genuinely want you to win and that are winning. That's the only way you're going to win. Trying to do everything on your own and all that bullshit, that's cool and all, but listen, when you surround yourself with just one other person, two other people that are genuinely winning and you guys are growing together, that shit makes the journey so much more fun. And I was talking about this on my Instagram the other day. Like I have my cousin Taze, shout out to Taze. My man's just turned 25. I've known him for 22 years. I'm about to be 24. I've known him for 2 decades. I've known him for my whole life. But he's leveling up like crazy, right? He has so many opportunities. I'm not gonna say it, but that's between me and him and the people that he tells. But he has so many opportunities popping up in his life, flowing into his life easily and effortlessly that God has blessed him with. But we hold each other accountable. I see him leveling up. I see him staying consistent. I see him retaining. I see him training. I got to make sure I'm on my shit because me being his best friend, him being my cousin, my brother, my other half, I'm a representation of him and he's a representation of me. So if he's on his P's and Q's and he's locked in, I got to make sure I'm locked in too. You feel me? Because we represent each other. We brothers and we both leveling up with each other. We starting our own brands together. We making shit happen together. We gonna make millions together. You know what I'm saying? Like we leveling up together and we hold each other accountable. So that's the type of brotherhood you have to have. Also, shout out to my boy Mikey, Mike Sauce. Mike Sauce too. My best friend since fucking middle school. You feel me? Like he's locked in too. He just started his own brand. Multi-million dollar empire, like my boy going crazy. Shout out to my boy John, my best friend John. He's in the military right now. He's locked in. When he comes back, he's gonna be a firefighter. He's doing his thing. You feel me? But we all are leveling up and locking in our own individual ways. But when we lock in and we come together as a whole, we all doing what we need to do. My boy Mike right now, he getting in the gym now. He training. He working on his body. It's not just about business and making money. It's also about taking care of your health too. So my boy locked in, and me and my cousin, we inspire him to get in the gym. You know what I mean? So it's just surrounding yourself with people who hold you accountable. Don't surround yourself with people who are going to bullshit you, who are going to cheat you. No, because if they're cheating on you, if they're cheating you, you're cheating yourself because you're surrounding yourself with people that want to be fucking comfortable, that want to stay the same, that want to work the same job for the next 50 years. We're not moving like that. That's not the reality that everybody wants. Not everybody wants to work a job for 40 years and get a fucking pension. That's cool and all, and there's no judgment. Like that's great, but the opportunities that we have right now in this generation, there is no reason why you don't have multiple streams of income. No reason. If you have a job and you love what you do, congratulations, great. But you should also have other streams of income because in the event something like a pandemic happens and you lose your job, now you can't pay your rent. Now you can't pay your bills, but at least you got other streams of income to feed your fucking family, to feed your vision. And that's the type of mindset you got to have. You got to surround yourself with people who are going to teach you things. Surround yourself with people that you can also teach things to as well. Always have an open mind because there's always different ways to do shit. It's not only one way to conduct business. It's not only one way to train. It's not only one way to eat healthy. It's multiple ways to do something. Everybody lives different lives. Everybody has different mindsets, personalities, etc. But if you want to win and you want to get better, you have to surround yourself with people who are winning and people who are growing. Find you a good 2 to 3 people, even if it's 4 or 5, right? And keep the circle small. You don't gotta allow everybody in your circle because sometimes people don't have the best intentions. That's why I'm very, very particular about who I let in my circle and about who I let, get around my energy. Cause people be trying to like come in your world and try to fuck shit up. You could tell, you could sense it. Like people, they showing fake love. They actually like not really genuine. It's like, all right, cool. Like you just trying to, get some clout. Like fuck that. Like stay away from me type shit. Like I've had individuals in the past who tried to get near me just to get around certain family members of my family. I ain't gonna say their names. I'm not gonna say who the family members are, but if you know, you know. Like I had certain individuals who got close to me just to get around, just to get towards certain people in my circle. And I don't like that shit. That shit is fake to me. You feel me? And I don't surround myself or, hang around people like that because that's fake. But once again, before I get off topic, you gotta surround yourself with winners. Surround yourself with people who want to learn. Surround yourself with people who are growing, who want to grow, who don't want to stay mediocre, who don't want to stay average, who are growing on a regular basis, who take care of their bodies. Like, I don't care about just hanging around people who just get money. Like, I don't give a fuck. Money is cool. Money's great. It solves a lot of issues, solves a lot of problems. Having millions of dollars in the bank, having millions of dollars invested, and creating generational wealth is the goal. But if you're just, making millions of dollars, but you're a terrible person, you have no personality, you cheating on your woman, like you're not taking care of your health, I don't want to fucking be around you. I want to be around somebody who's limitless in all areas of their life, not just limitless finances, but then they cheating on their woman, and then, they cheating on their own body, they're not taking care of their health, and then they stabbing their friends in the back. Nah, fuck that. I don't want to be around you because I'm going to become like you. I'm going to start developing those characteristics. I want to be around people who are genuinely good people, people who make money, people who take care of their family, masculine men, and, very, divine feminine women who are good individuals who not only make money, but they're good people in all areas. They're limitless and they're the best versions of themselves in all areas of their life, not just fucking finances. You surround yourself with a bunch of cheaters, you're going to become a cheater. You surround yourself with a bunch of winners, you're going to become a winner. You surround yourself with losers, you're going to become a fucking loser. You surround yourself with pessimistic, negative people, you're going to become pessimistic and negative. You're going to be complaining all the time. You surround yourself with complainers, you're going to complain. Like it's inevitable that most of the people that you hang around, you will become. That's why I'm very particular on who I become friends with. I'm not friends with everybody. I'm cool with a lot of people. I'm cool with niggas in the gym, cool with people, in the street. I'm cool with you. Good vibes. I'm not an asshole. I'm a very optimistic, positive person, but don't mistake my kindness for weakness. Like, a lot of people used to take advantage of my kindness, and I don't allow shit like that to happen no more because I know how to put my foot down. In essence, like back then, I didn't have a backbone, so I would let everybody walk all over me, talk to me any type of way. I don't allow shit like that now. And I'm very, very, my energy is very, very sensitive to other people's energy. Like, I can tell if you're being genuine when you give a compliment. I can tell when you actually want me to win, when you give me, like, when you say something positive to me. Like, I can tell, bro. Like, I can tell when people are being not genuine and when people are actually genuine. So, I'm very picky on who I hang around with, and you should too. You got to protect your energy. You got to protect your mind. You got to guard your fucking mind. You got to guard your environment. You got to guard, who you letting into your circle. Because if you let the wrong people into your circle, they're going to fuck up everything for you. And that's not for you to sit up here and walk around being paranoid and shit. It's more so just like, yo, just be aware, man. Be aware of who you hanging around with. Be aware of who you're spending most of your time with. Because even relationships, man, you could be hanging around somebody who's lazy, who's comfortable all the time. You might end up, most likely, you're spending most of your time with that person. You're going to start developing those characteristics and those habits of that person. So it's up to you, knowing that you're a person that's, that has discipline, person that's locked in, to try to get them on that path and to help them the best way that you can and to lead them in that right direction. Because, you can't save everybody, but you can at least make an attempt, especially if that person is your spouse, your partner, your wife, your husband. Like, you got to make sure that you holding these people accountable too, because, it is in essence a part of your responsibility to do that. That is your partner. If you have a partner and you don't say nothing when you see them doing things they're not supposed to be doing, and you're not being that example, right, and that role model for them in that sense, or like that leader in your relationship, then don't get mad when they're going down that wrong path. Yes, in essence, they're their own individual and they have to choose, the path that they're going down, but you should still, find a way to, be there for them at the best of your ability. But if your spouse, bro, if your partner's not in alignment with you, man, you might have to cut them off. If you have certain friends that are not in alignment with you, gotta cut them off. You know what I mean? And when I say cut them off, I don't mean like not talking to them ever again. I mean just separating yourself from them for a little bit, just so you can spend more time in your own energy and embodying that best version of you. And then eventually, as they see you leveling up, they'll come along. It always happens. I have so many family members that were not on their shit, and they saw me locking in for the past, almost 10 years. And they're like, yo, matter of fact, I'm about to be on my health shit now because I see Matt's been locked in for 7, 8 years. It might not be that hard because Matt's been locked in for 8 years. You know what I mean? So family members, parents, siblings, associates, whoever it may be, like, yo, bro, you inspired me to get in shape. You inspired me to elevate my mindset. You inspired me to take a risk on myself and to bet on myself and to quit my job. Like, you inspired me to take, to become the best version of me. And I appreciate you. And that's the whole reason why I have a podcast. That's why I drop content. That's why I have a coaching business, because my purpose being on this earth is to impact and change hundreds of millions of people's lives all across the world. And that's exactly what the fuck I'm gonna do. And nobody can stop me other than me. But the reason why I've been able to get to where I'm at right now is because I have like-minded, phenomenal, great individuals around me who hold me accountable and who hold me to a higher standard. So with that being said, lock in, develop a stronger mindset. Surround yourself with winners, not losers. Surround yourself with optimistic, positive people who want to see you win and that are growing in real time, and you will win. So it's inevitable for you to win if you surround yourself with people who are winners. That's my time, baby. I love y'all. Matt Rodriguez, surround yourself with winners. Stop hanging around people that, just like I said, want to club, want to party, want to bullshit all the time. Stop surrounding yourself with people who just want to, have sex and fucking cheat and do all this stupid shit. Like, don't surround yourself with those people. You will become them. You hang around those people long enough, you will become them. You will develop their mindset. You will become these people. Separate yourself from the low vibrational people that don't want to win and the fucking losers, and start surrounding yourself with winners and people who are successful so you can become successful and so you can become the limitless version of you. Your boy, Matt Rodriguez. I love y'all. Once again, this video is sponsored by Limitless Physique, where I help you to get in the best shape of your life in the next 6 to 12 months. Follow your boy on Instagram at MattRodriguez_18 and follow your boy on TikTok at MattRodriguez_18. I also got this podcast on Spotify and Apple Podcasts, so make sure you're leaving the 5-star reviews and showing love. I appreciate y'all. Keep reposting it. Keep sharing it. You know what I mean? Like, we growing this shit. I'm telling you, this podcast is impacting millions of people all across the world. So, I love y'all and I appreciate y'all for the love always. Episode 5, baby. Let's keep staying consistent. Let's keep leveling up. And I love y'all, man. Your boy, Matt Rodriguez, and I'm out.